Hi Capricorn, how's it going? I hope you're doing wonderful today. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn. This is going to be a general reading. I pulled 5 cards, a clarifier, and then an overall energy card. So you got the Empress, the 5 of Pentacles, the Chariot, Queen of Swords, the Fool, 3 of Pentacles, and 2 of Pentacles. So this is a general reading. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's start with the Empress card. Your first card here. The Empress represents the divine feminine, abundance, fertility, nurturing, creativity, beauty. For some of you, pregnancy, nature, motherhood, fertility, contentment, growth, creation, but yeah, abundance. And for someone who is often focused on discipline, responsibility, and long-term goals, the Empress card is saying that what you nurture now will grow. Okay? Something you've been working, something that you've been patiently working on is entering a phase where it can flourish naturally rather than through force or constant effort. You're great at giving effort, but not always at receiving. And the Empress reminds you that you are worthy of comfort, support, and pleasure, not just productivity. This can point to a creative project, emotional healing, or even a relationship that needs gentle attention rather than strict control. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. This is about your intuition, your emotional intelligence, allowing things to unfold naturally. It's a time of natural growth. Your role is to just nurture without forcing or neglecting. Okay? There's great potential for abundance when the Empress shows up. The Empress is the first card that came out, so it represents the overall energy surrounding you right now, or you yourself are stepping into a more grounded, nurturing role. And it's a reminder that softness is not weakness. It's part of true stability. The Empress could be telling you to stop overworking or over-controlling, or take care of your body, your emotions, and your environment, and let growth happen organically instead of rushing things, rushing outcomes. Okay? And then the next card that came out is the 5 of Pentacles. This is a little bit tricky because Empress is all about abundance, and then 5 of Pentacles is the opposite. Both Taurus energy. The 5 of Pentacles is about hardship, loss, isolation, struggle, unemployment, temporary financial hardship. Isolation, worry, having a lack mindset. You have support, resources, or potential growth available to you with the Empress card, but with the Five of Pentacles, you may feel left out or unsupported or financially or emotionally strained. You may be focusing on what's missing instead of what's growing. The Empress suggests abundance is present, but the Five of Pentacles shows a belief in scarcity. The Five of Pentacles can show people struggling while help is nearby. And coming right after the Empress, this could suggest nurturing support is available if you allow yourself to receive it. You may be neglecting your self-care because of stress, work, money, or responsibility pressures may be causing you to neglect your emotional or physical needs, even though caring for yourself would actually improve the situation. You may be going through a period of financial worry or insecurity, but it's temporary, okay? Growth is possible if you lean into creativity, collaboration, or support instead of isolating. Some of you are feeling emotionally shut out, undervalued, or lonely. But the Empress shows the potential for warmth, healing, or reconciliation if you allow vulnerability. You're not abandoned. The Five of Pentacles is about perception, and the Empress reminds you that you are still held and supported. Spirit is saying, nurture what feels broken instead of judging it. Shift from survival mode to receiving mode. And ask for help, financially, emotionally, or spiritually. Okay? And then your next card is the Chariot card, Major Arcana. So at the foundation, you got the Empress, who you are. You're rooted in abundance, potential, and worth, even if you don't always feel it. There's something here worth nurturing. Self-care, a creative idea, a relationship, or your inner confidence. The challenge, the Five of Pentacles, your current reality. You may be experiencing financial or emotional stress. You may be feeling unsupported or overlooked, feeling like you're outside in the cold. Some of you may have a scarcity mindset that clashes with your true value. This card shows struggle, but also that help does exist if you're willing to reach for it. And the outcome, the advice, the Chariot card, this is where the reading turns powerful. The Chariot is telling you to take control, choose a direction, and move forward. Success comes through focus, determination, and inner balance. This card is saying you regain momentum by mastering opposing forces. For example, fear versus confidence, lack versus belief, and softness versus drive. Capricorn, you're more supported than you think. Your struggle is real, but it's not the end. Once you reclaim your inner authority, forward movement is inevitable. And the Empress reminds you of your worth. The Five of Pentacles shows where you've forgotten it. And the Chariot says it's time to act with confidence and reclaim your power. Stop doubting your ability to succeed. Use both nurturing energy from the Empress and discipline and drive from the Chariot. This is a push-through moment, but not at the cost of your self-care. If this is about your career or finances, it's telling you that hardship leads to a breakthrough through focused action. With regards to love, you're moving past emotional lack by taking initiative or setting firm boundaries. And for personal growth, you're choosing a self-belief mindset over a survival mindset. And then you have the Queen of Swords for your next card. So you're going from feeling to struggle to action and now clarity and truth. So the Empress is your inner worth and potential. You begin in a place of natural value, creativity, and abundance, even if it hasn't been fully acknowledged yet. And then there's been hardship. It could be financial, it could be emotional, it could be self-worth related. Maybe you felt unsupported, isolated, or overlooked. But the Chariot is saying you're taking control. You're not staying stuck. Through discipline, willpower, and direction, your momentum returns. And then the Queen of Swords is about having a clear mind and clear boundaries. This card is saying be honest with yourself. Communicate clearly and have strong boundaries. This card is saying you're letting go of emotional fog or guilt or self-doubt. The Queen of Swords doesn't ignore feelings, but she doesn't let them control her decisions either. Okay? The Queen is telling you to cut through confusion and excuses. Speak your truth, even if it's uncomfortable. Make decisions based on clarity, not fear. And detach from what drains you, be it people, habits, or beliefs. Spirit is saying your energy is mature, wise, and self-respecting. Nurture yourself, acknowledge the struggle, take control, and then lead with truth and boundaries. You're empowered, you're mentally strong, and you're no longer willing to settle. The Empress represents your true worth. You're rooted in abundance, value, and potential. Even if it hasn't felt that way internally, but there has been a period of lack. There has been hardship, insecurity, or feeling emotional or financial strain. Maybe some of you were feeling left out or unsupported, but this was just a phase. Then you make a conscious decision to move forward. Your discipline, your focus, and your willpower return. Your momentum is regained. Queen of Swords, mental clarity and boundaries. Now comes honesty and truth. You cut away what no longer serves you, whether it's old beliefs, unhealthy ties, self-doubt. Decisions are being made with clarity now. And then you have the Fool. This is the breakthrough. This is a brand new beginning starting. This card says you're stepping into a new chapter, Capricorn. The past no longer defines you. Trust yourself, even if the path isn't fully mapped yet. Take the leap with wisdom gained. Don't carry fear. The Fool is really important in your reading. This isn't recklessness, it's earned freedom. You don't jump blindly. You remembered your worth. You faced hardship. You regained control. You cleared any mental clutter. Now you're ready to begin again, lighter, wiser, and more aligned. Capricorn Spirit is saying, release the old survival story. You're allowed to start fresh with confidence, clarity, and trust. With regards to your career, a new path, a new role, or a new approach. Maybe something that once felt risky now feels right. In love, you're letting go of past wounds and you're opening up to something new. Or you're opening up to a new way of being in love. And you're stepping into authenticity, curiosity, and self-trust. This is a very powerful rebirth spread. The Fool says that this reading, this spread, it ends with you being very, not just strong, but free. And then you have the Three of Pentacles. You're rebuilding through collaboration, skill, and purposeful effort. That's what the Three of Pentacles is saying. You have natural value. You have talent, creative ability. You have something worth building with the Empress. You went through a phase of feeling unsupported or underpaid or unrecognized. Maybe you were trying to do everything alone. You made the decision to push forward and take control, but not through isolation. You're setting clear boundaries and making smart, honest choices about who and what deserves access to you. This is a fresh start. You're approaching it with openness and trust. You're not being naive. The success of your new chapter that you're starting, Capricorn, depends on working with the right people, being open to guidance or mentorship, building something step by step, or allowing your skills to be seen and appreciated. You're not meant to do this alone anymore, Capricorn. The Three of Pentacles directly heals the Five of Pentacles. You're going from exclusion to belonging, from struggle to shared effort, from lack to recognition. Stop isolating. Choose aligned collaborators and trust your craftsmanship and long-term vision. Join forces, accept help, or step into a team where your skills matter. Learn, practice, refine. Mastery comes through patience. This is a build phase, not a rush phase. You're leaving behind isolation and struggle, and you're beginning a new purposeful chapter built through collaboration, clarity, and steady effort. And your last card, the overall energy, is the Two of Pentacles. So this reading is really about balance and prioritization, learning how to manage multiple demands without losing yourself. This isn't about a single event. It's about how you're handling life right now. You're in a transition where you must juggle responsibility and growth, logic and trust, independence and collaboration. Balance between nurturing yourself and producing results. Okay? The Empress. The Empress gives you balance between nurturing yourself and producing results. But what happens when the balance tips too far into survival mode or over responsibility? But you regain control and you steer competing priorities in one direction. You're making clear, smart decisions about what stays on your plate and what doesn't. You're letting go of old obligations or fears, and you're making room for something new. Balance is restored by sharing the load and working with others instead of doing everything alone. This reading is about learning a new way to manage your life, not by carrying more, but by caring smarter. So some of you may be managing work and your personal life, or old commitments and new opportunities. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to be independent, but work together with a team. The Two of Pentacles says flexibility is key. This isn't about perfection, it's about adaptability. You're learning how to balance multiple priorities without abandoning yourself. And the solution is clarity, collaboration, and flexibility. That is your reading, Capricorn. I hope you received some insight or guidance. Thank you for letting me channel these messages for you today. I'm truly very grateful. Take good care. I'll see you next time. Bye.